But she said you have to shingle with it. No, I think it happened on Friday. Anyways, yeah, so let me send you the address so you can just go. This lady's on a doctor's appointment, so give her like another hour or two.
I'm killing trees. A lot of trees to be killed. Anyone watching this, by the way, there are many BNI chapters in El Paso. If I could give you a 1-minute quick thing about BNI, if you own a business and you want to grow your business, you need to join BNI. This isn't like I won't even mention the other organizations, but it's not like that. You are here to do business, to give business, to make money. We've been a part of BNI for 10 years. It has worked. It has done wonders for us, the people, the relationships. So our chapter, mine and Isaac's here, we meet every Wednesday, 8:45, 9 o'clock, 8:45 if you want breakfast on me, at Coronado Country Club. Come on down. Maybe we'll put a little QR code on this one. Yeah, put the QR code on here or a link. Come visit us. You won't regret it. Anyways, so after BNI, now we're headed to a appointment in the Northeast. Most of my day will be Northeast, and then jump the mountain to the Westside for 2 more, I think. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. This first one is a California guy in the process of buying the home, knows nothing about flat roofing, which is fine, but doesn't know if it needs to be maintained, replaced. They had some leaks. He's still not here yet. So he wants some eyes and ears. He wants the trust. He wants to be able to find out, hey, if I'm going to buy this property, what am I going to look at here with the roof? So for any realtors watching this too, I'm really, I'm not going to hold back. I guess really picky about what realtors I work with because, no offense, I get calls from realtors every day. And it's the same, can you go look at this for me and give me a quote, and nothing comes of it. If you sit with me, if we talk to each other, if we develop a relationship of sorts, like one being the 2-3 BNI realtors that I know, I'll go look at anything for them. But not for just anyone. Because I know most of the time it's going to be nothing. But I think this one's different. There's a batch of homes in various parts of El Paso, being the Mountwood area, Paseos and whatever's across the street from the Paseos. Those homes over here in the Northeast, it's going to be North Hills, old North Hills, like south of Martin Luther King. And then from there you have the west side of Franklin Hills and bits and pieces of before that and after that, but not Mission Hills. Mission Hills doesn't have a lot of tile roofs, if none. All of those homes were built with traditional underlayment, 30-pound felt, which is starting to dry out. It's dry now, and it's now problematic because penetrations are now vulnerable, and those homes now have problems with roofs leaking. Unfortunately, another, not misconception, but something people ask us for a lot, oh shit, sorry, ooh, and it's a wet road, is, hey, can we detach and reset my tile and install new underlayment? And boom. Okay, here's my problem with that. Number one, I know that a lot of other markets, especially newer homes and like especially Phoenix, that is very popular, in Arizona in general, to detach and reset tile. And they have another way of saying that, but they're popular with detaching and resetting. The problem is, and the problem I have with it, is you're going to lose, as you're removing all this tile, you are also going to break a lot of the tile. And so those older homes here, I'm not going to be able to find that tile. And if I do, you're talking about 20, 30 years of sun-baked tile that's faded out versus me now trying to make your home look pretty and combine that with brand new tile. It's not going to look very good. So that's my first problem. Number two, there's just as much labor, if not, I think it's more dangerous, For me to have to detach and reset and be careful with 5 tiles at a time, and I'm going to break some more, then you just tear off all the tile, dump it, and get you a brand new roof. It's going to be about the same price. So I've never been a big fan of detach and reset. I think I would entertain that if a homeowner in a maybe newer part of town or newer home, maybe a 10-year-old home at most, and they have major problems and or just don't like the color, because painting a tile roof is not the solution either. I know that for a fact. Trust me. The paint peels. They don't use the right primer. It's an eyesore. Trust me. Tile is produced and baked in a certain way that gives it its look. It's hard to replicate that with paint. Done. Folks who live in those areas that we just talked about, you have to start thinking about making a decision. Now, if you're in an association where it's all tile, sorry, you're going to have to go back with tile. If you bought the home because you like the aesthetic of tile, then let's talk. But no, there is a very inexpensive way to do this that's going to cost you a lot in the back end, especially if this is your forever home. But there is a right way to do this that's unfortunately a tad more expensive, but you're almost guaranteed, because of our workmanship, you'll never deal with that roof again. Or the other thing to do is, and I have 2 appointments next week that are going to do this, they're fed up with tile in general. They've seen what our shingle roofs look like and our designer shingles look like and say, you know what? Let's go on with shingle instead of tile. I think that looks a whole lot better. Believe it or not, call us and I'll tell you more, but a shingle warranty from JF and paired with the Golden Pledge has a far better warranty than a tile or metal roof. I know it doesn't make any sense, but trust me, it does. And the shingles that we install with JF are also class 4 hail impact resistant, just like tile and metal. So that might be like, what? It makes no sense. I know. Trust me, it is. It's the truth. And that's why we install the amount of roofs that we install and why we get the amount of calls that we don't get when it starts raining. We get 1 or 2, 3 maybe, a big storm like we just had. But 3,000 plus roofs, we don't get all those calls. So there you go. I'm here to look at the roof for the person who's going to... Okay, are you...
I'm the realtor.
Oh, hi, Alex Ramirez.
Hello, Roger.
Very nice to meet you, Lou. Sorry, I didn't know if someone was going to be here. Are you his realtor or the seller's realtor?
No, the sellers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he wanted me to come look at the roof. Okay.
That's good. That's
I don't know if, are they close to
good.
closing?
You know what? October 8th is we're going to close.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want to stick around, I'll let you know what I think about the roof. I know it looks, from the satellite images that I looked, it looked really patchy.
Yeah.
So
Do you need me to send the inspection report or do you have it?
I told him to send it to me, but if you want to send it to me, you can do that as well.
If you want, where do you want me to send it?
I'll give you my email address. Okay, it just rained. You know what that smell is? Those are called creosote bushes or creosote something. And that smell that you get in the desert is from those guys. Fun fact of the day. Guy's gonna buy the home. It just rained. It looks like over time, based on what I saw originally, this house had bits and pieces of coating. They didn't do the whole thing. Now someone did. They've added a lot of coating around penetrations, but didn't 3-course them, so that's not reinforced. The scuppers don't seem to be a big problem, but can be a problem at some point. Look at this freaking thing. Look, I don't make judgments. I don't, but I'll tell you a rental when there's a rental, for the most part. Because if you give a shit about your home, you ain't gonna let that happen to it, and you ain't gonna let that happen to it. So, excuse my assumptions, but I think I'm gonna be on point when it is potentially a rental. So, scuppers could be cleaned up. You can already see because of all the water that sits here that it's acrylic. It's acrylic coating. It's water-based. So water plus water equals this. And they didn't apply a primer or they didn't apply this thick enough, which is a big problem because we will get beat out by someone because of price. Well, this guy's a lot cheaper. I can assure you, this is what happens. They just put on a bucket of white paint, and it does absolutely nothing for your roof. It just looks white, but is not functioning in any way to protect your roof and your home. So yeah, if we came out here, we're gonna clear all this out, reinforce it with butter grade flashing or hydrostop, and bring the fabric all the way around. Or if they wanted to go all out, we can come up and over the wall with hydrostop, and they'll have a 10 or 15-year renewable warranty. But if I had to give him my thoughts on this, I'd have to ask him certain questions. Is this your forever home? Well, no, we don't know yet. Okay, well then let's do a coating the right way. A proper base coat at the right thickness, a proper top coat. Let's reinforce all the penetrations, the joints, and corners, and outside corners and inside corners, and maybe do something with the stucco, because the stucco is going to be a problem for sure. As you can see, someone just put some paint on it to make it look pretty, which is, you know what, folks? Look, I like a lot of our realtors, and I do. But there are, just like there are bad roofers, I really do think there are bad realtors. I don't think they are what we'd call a fiduciary. I think they are. And they don't have that. I think they do have a responsibility, especially being licensed, to protect the homeowner. And you wouldn't believe how many times I get approached by a realtor who wants to just sweep something under the rug. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. Let's fucking do this thing the right way. Let's not do it your way so you can make your quick commission on this. So that's that. Sorry, not sorry, realtors. But yeah, stucco's a problem here. Yeah, so the roof feels solid. There are some wavy areas, but I think that's just more of an illusion than actually waves. Yeah, it's solid. I would go coating if price were a problem. And if you can, I definitely would like to go liquid applied roof system, and they'd be one and done. Does this roof need to be torn off? No, it does not need to be torn off. It's rare that I have to tear off a flat roof in this part of town. These homes are maybe 12, 15 years old. So I don't think that that'd be the case here. Once we get in the older part of the Northeast, like 2.4 and 0.4, then we're taking off 2 or 3 layers, and it probably has plank decking, 3/8 CDX, and this, I can tell you for a fact, has OSB. So they should be fine here. Here's another bad job of coating. And you can just tell when the guys, whoever they have do this stuff, just freaking slap paint all over the place. Look at the next door neighbor. It's literally just like a kid or a monkey just put paint and just slapped it everywhere. Over here, not the one over. Look at that, it's just paint everywhere. What is that doing? So if you see any of our coatings, when you do see them, we'll pop up a photo maybe or a video here. But we tape it off and we show everyone step by step how this thing happened, and you're set. You'll be set for 10 plus years. Here's another example of that is this. The fact that you can still see the gray or the background is a problem. You're not supposed to see any of that. That's what the base coat does. So look at the next door neighbor too. Look, they have blown off shingle. There's a lot going on. Anyways, I want to get going to our next appointment. So I'm going to... He's not from here, so I'm going to do something that I do for every homeowner and walk them through the roof. Make a video for them, show them around. So I'll start with some photos first. One of those being, and I don't mean to put I just met the seller's realtor. I don't mean to put a wrench in the whole thing, but this thing has hail damage like you cannot believe on the shingles. Check it out. See that big old dark spot there? I mean, that's what it is. I'm sorry, that's hail damage. And so there's a chance that maybe the seller could file a claim. They'd be so gracious to do that. They could definitely help the buyer out, and they themselves can go and negotiate out-of-pocket expenses for that. But it'd be very, very helpful to the buyer. Come on, sellers, don't help the buyers out sometimes if you can. It will not affect you if you file a claim, especially when it's related to a weather event like hail or wind.
Mentioned that she ran into you and you were like, "Oh, I know that house. I worked on the roof."
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So we're the new owners here.
Oh, great.
And
welcome.
Yeah, so
welcome to the home.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
I'll tell you what, that was not an easy roof.
Well, I wanted to know if you were still working with the company that changed the roof or did the work, because last night we had, with the downpour, we had a little leak. Well, I was a leak in our master bedroom.
Okay.
And it has to do with the ceiling. I think the seals are not properly sealed, obviously, because it got through. So I was wondering if it was you that would and your company that would be able to that did the repairs, because I understand we're still under warranty.
Yeah,
for the roof.
100%. No, not a problem.
Yeah.
I happen to own the thing, so yes, I'm still with them. So that helps
Oh,
out.
excellent.
But yeah,
That's
I'll
perfect.
be happy to have someone go out there and take a look at it. Now, I know that master bedroom at the back of my hand. Is it in the
Yeah.
closet, the walk-in closet?
Yes.
It's in the walk-in closet.
It's the walk-in closet. It was right where the frame of the door, the double door. There was like those double doors, the French doors. It was right there. The leak was coming through that wall that is right above the frame, the top of the door frame.
Yeah, I just that area was just okay. I mean, we'll take a look at it. Of course, we'll take care of you. But yeah, that look, you bought a beautiful home, but that architect was just having fun or something, because it is cut
Yeah,
up.
I know. That we
Yeah.
were slowly finding out, but we knew that, because
Yeah,
we
yeah.
had the home inspected, and so we
Yeah.
knew there were going to be some things that we were going to
Yeah, but we'll take. Yeah, you're still under warranty, so we'll definitely take care of it for you. I will pass. I'm going to pass your information on to Luis Stiles. He's our operations guy, and
Okay.
he is the one who will communicate with you to go out there. I'm kind of glad it happened, just so we can see it now and then just take
Okay.
care of it then. So, if you can do me a favor, send me some photos or a video of the leak, and then I'll
Yep.
pass it out to him and give him till probably tomorrow to make contact with you, and then
Okay.
there's a likelihood we can probably go out there next week.
Okay, all right. Let me take a look. I mean, I'll go ahead and do the photos and have my husband also look at that.
Okay.
That'd be great.
Awesome. I really do appreciate it.
All right, thank you very much. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Same here. Have a great day, okay?
Okay. Yeah, you too. Bye bye.
All right, bye-bye. You know, and those calls can happen. They happen. But you know what? We're there. We're going to take care of people. That's what we do, folks. Easy. You just take care of people. That's all you got to do. So another referral from, well, it's a weird referral. It's like a tier 3 referral, like +2 -1. It's pretty intense, but we're going to take care of those folks. Taking a look at it here, it doesn't need to be replaced. I can tell you that for a fact. The decking, the wood here feels really, really solid under my feet, so definitely tearing off is not necessary. A roof like this doesn't really blow off. The highest part or lowest part of the roof that is vulnerable to that is blocked by this home, because we do get some pretty high winds off that mountain. So that is not an issue here. Whereas their next door neighbor here definitely has a blown off roof, and this would an example of a roof that needs to be torn off and replaced. And lastly, you have hail damage on this shingle part of the roof. That is evident knowing that this is probably the original roof, and I've done many roofs out here from hail damage. You can see these black smudges here, like that. By the way, it just rained here. That's all hail damage, and so I can talk to you about that and see if you'd like to do anything with that and or with the seller, and then we go from there. All right, every single home I go to, you get a video like that. It gives. Not everyone's gonna get up on the roof. Not everyone knows what's going on. So I'm gonna send you a bunch of videos, a video, and a bunch of photos to make you feel comfortable about this whole thing. I'm not gonna blow you up. I'm not gonna blow smoke up your ass and make up a story of why something needs to happen when it doesn't. But this is one of those. It doesn't need to be torn off, but something needs to happen here. We're just gonna buy this house. He needs to do something. So, really early. I'm here in the Northeast already. Do you mind if I head to your house now? It'll take me about 10 minutes. I think these homes are, almost 10 years old. So, I think soffit ventilation there. But I think that's all these homes have. They have no exhaust. And so that's just a lot. Okay, here's the deal. I'm not purposefully trying to sell someone a new roof. However, I'm going to point out why she, being the original homeowner, might want to look into it. Number one, repair. Crack right here. Itty bitty signs of hail damage right there on the metal. Over here. another repair right there. There are 5 known repairs on this roof. How much longer do we keep on repairing the roof? Now look at this shit. The whole street is fucked up. Repair, repair, repair. 3 more down, another repair. Folks, your builders don't give a shit about your homes. They put on the cheapest thing possible, and that's what you get. They pay the cheapest in labor, and we'll never work for one. And, you know, it sucks. But what are you going to do? So, if you're going to build a custom home, you know, you tell your builder, I want Smith & Ramirez to put my roof on. Done. You buy a new home as is, have us come take a look at it. I'll give you a realistic expectation with regards to what could happen or not, and then we go from there, and how long you have till something's going to happen. Okay, Mr. Linden, here on your roof, and a couple areas that have been patched before. I think this is what's going on right now, is this corner here. Looks like a patch has happened here before. It also looks like tar has been put around the penetrations. Have a patch here as well. Another patch here. And so you have that, some cracks around the penetrations, and some signs of hail. I'll elaborate on all that a little bit later, but you can see that pipe right there has some dents in it too. So you have quite a bit of that. Some cracking underneath the ductwork on the AC unit is going on too. Nothing too bad. The back is actually in pretty good shape for what I think gets most of the wind. I don't see anything wrong on the back side. Again, there are little things of hail there. For the most part, that's fine. It's just this area, I guess, gets really beat up with the wind more than I really thought. You do have signs of hail here and there on the roof as well. You'll just start to see some smudge marks on the roof, like that one. Those are just signs of hail. You can see them all around this part of the roof as well. Don't know if you've ever had a leak in this area. This is a dead valley. It looks to be okay. Obviously, I do recommend getting all that stuff off the roof at some point. But everything else looks okay. Just a lot of separation here. They probably would eventually start doing something to this. Yeah, we'll talk more here in a bit, but if you've never been up here, here's a kind of little overview of what's going on with this roof. Yeah, you can see some more damage here and there. But all right, we'll talk some more in a bit. Takeaway is a lot of fucked up roofs in El Paso.
Yeah.
That's it. There's a lot of fucked up roofs. Builders suck. Builders suck. The wrong realtor can be very snaky. Builders could give 2 shits about your roof and I'm sure other parts of the home. It's crazy. I mean, people are buying $500,000 homes or more than that, and you know, yeah. So builders suck. Yeah, they don't care. Even if you build a custom home, it's going to be a lot better than a cookie cutter home or any builder home. But I do believe, unfortunately, even then, some general contractors or niche home builders, custom home builders, still don't put a lot of thought into the roof either. Some, not all of them, some. So if you have the opportunity to build custom, 100% do that, because the likelihood, this lady's home, obviously y'all weren't there for this conversation, how this lady, I just felt like it wasn't appropriate to do it with her. She just got in a car accident. She's in a position to not want to have to replace her roof right now for obvious reasons. She just bought a new car because she had to. Now she has to buy a new roof. She really doesn't have to do that if she doesn't have to. So I obliged with the repair. I don't mind doing it. I just told her, just know, this ain't going to be the last time you do a repair. It's going to happen again. She understands that. We're good with that. Good. However, it's like, but my house is only 6 years old. I go, I know. It sucks. It's only 6 years old. I know. But your builder, whoever it was, put on a subpar product. And for that, now you're paying for it.